What's going on, EA fans? Welcome to our second episode of what kind of shenanigans are we up to today? So we're picking up the EM1 so that Eddie can go ahead and swap out the suspension for some coilovers. If you saw in the first video, I asked him if he was able to pick them up. He wasn't able to. Luckily, the guy still had them and finally responded. Now, Eddie, what kind of coilovers are they?
They are the KTuned coilovers. I forget what version they are. I do have them at the shop, so when we get there, I will show y'all how they look.
Now, we also dropped off an item.
Yes, I picked up a hybrid raising no-cut shifter box with KTuned cables. Let me get it out of the dark real quick.
Hey, you got your phone?
Yes, I actually got a phone.
Hey, use your flashlight because it is dark back here. This thing does not pick up light very well.
So this is the hybrid racing shifter box. It goes in the bottom of the car. The only thing that's required is to drill 2 holes in the front, so that way it can bolt up. It still uses the factory 2 EM bolts on the back side. And then these are the RSX shifter cables for the RSX Type S transmission. Can't wait to install it, you know. I'm excited for this case swap.
Alright, so let's head back to the shop, put the coilovers on, and see how she rides. Alright, so we got the car back here to the shop. Eddie's just measuring where the car is on all corners so that once he put the coilovers on, he can go ahead and adjust them properly.
Monster truck level.
Now, from these sitting on the passenger so much, you worn out that suspension on that side.
He's so rude. You know what? On every single video, I'm gonna edit just a tiny little dick on your face.
Hey, it's funny because he said you and not me.
Well, I do write in it more often than you do.
Exactly.
All right. So while Eddie's over here lifting up the car, getting ready to take the coil. You know what? Let's go ahead and take a look at the coilovers that Eddie purchased.
I got him.
I said purchase, not got.
Well, I got him for him.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. So these are the KTuned coilovers. These are pristine. They're used. He bought them used, but they look so clean. They look brand new. Look at these things. Gorgeous. So we're gonna put them on his car so he can raise it up just a little bit. It's just a little too low. And then we'll go ahead and put these current H&R springs on my EM1, but we'll save that for another day.
Should have said shit box.
No, we're not talking about your car. All right, so we just finished putting the coilovers on, and we measured it to see how they sat. Now, if you've ever put coilovers on a car, the way you measure is you go from the bottom of your wheel here to the top of the fender. And when we measured it, it's about 21 inches all the way around, so it's sitting pretty square right now. We're about to go for a ride, see how they feel. But right now, it's already looking so much better. The stance looks a lot better than it did on those H&R springs. Now, what are we comparing this? What did you have on before?
I had the H&R sport springs with stock shocks. Not meaning like stock shocks that are original to the car, but like, you know, stock quality shock.
Oh yeah.
And the stock ones were very nice. It was basically, it felt just like stock, you know, the way it was stock height to lowering it with the H&R springs, it felt the exact same. I felt like it was too soft though, so every time we hit a bump, you hear the tire rub a little bit on the fender guard and all that. And, you know, it's a perfect height, but you know, if you want to push power, I feel like the car actually sat a little too low. Big difference, big difference. It feels better going over bumps and all that. So we're gonna take it through some corners right now and see how it handles. But I don't know. What do you think, Dean? So far from riding the passenger side.
You already know me. I don't like slammed cars. I don't like have it like just feels like I'm gonna bottom out on a pebble.
Yeah.
So this already to me feels so much better. Like, it's cool to have a lowered car, but bro, your car was low.
It was low. It was low for what it was. H&R Springs. H&R says it only drops the car 1.3 in the front and 1 in the rear. I think that's a lie. I think they actually went lower than what they said. But oh man, this feels so good.
So the car already came with those H&Rs when you bought it, correct?
No, the car was completely stock. I picked it up with no modifications done to the car at all. So far, what I've done, obviously, was the Lawrence Springs. I did the carbon fiber penis.
What did he say?
Well penis. I did the PLM headers. I honestly forgot the name of the catback, but it's a Japanese brand catback that I have on there as well. It is on a Honda S300 V3, Bluetooth, all that. Obviously, it has all the goodies. It even has boost by gear.
So how much did those H&R Springs run you? Because were they used when you bought them?
They were used when I bought them. I paid $140 for them.
A lot of miles, or?
Unknown, honestly. I just saw them. There was a good deal. I bought them. Brand new. They're $300.
How much were these KTuned coilovers?
KTuned coilovers. So I paid $700 for the KTuned coilovers, which they had less than 1,000 miles. Those coilovers alone retail $1,099, and the rear camber arms, I'm not too sure, but maybe $180 on KTuned. So I would say that was a big win right there. You know, I saved a lot of money, and they didn't have that many miles. Technically, they're brand new.
Now, new versus new, quite a big difference. And even used versus used, the price difference was quite a big difference.
Yep.
How much better do you think it is with the KTuned coilovers versus those H&Rs? Do you think it was worth that price difference?
Definitely. Most definitely. We're not bouncing in the back no more. Car feels a lot more smoother. And we actually went through that turn over there. It didn't even feel that bad at all. I didn't even feel the turn. I guess the coilovers are doing the job.
Now, do you think if you would have upgraded the shocks and struts with the H&R Springs, do you think that would have made a difference that would have somewhat equaled the KTuned?
If it would have equaled, who knows? I know I was planning on doing the Connie yellow shocks, which Connie and Bill saying it's the same brand. But I was gonna do the Connie adjustable dampening shocks. A lot of people do say H&R with Connie yellow shocks handle very well, and me coming from the Volkswagen scene, that's all I've actually sold. You know, if people want to go on Lawrence Springs, we do a H&R setup with Connie shocks, and everybody loves the ride, you know. And I didn't get a chance to test it out in the car. It's just these coilovers popped up. It was too good of a deal, and I just jumped on these instead of doing the Connie yellow shocks.
Well, since Eddie's graciously donating those H&R Springs to me, I guess I'll be the one who tests them out, and we'll see how it goes with this Connie shocks and struts. Now, I've had them before, as you know, well, as some of you may know. I was in the Mustang community for a while, and I did actually run the Connie shocks and struts, and I wasn't the biggest fan of them. Once I upgraded to the Strange Engineering, love those. I love those on the Mustang platform. So we'll see how Connie does on Hondas, and I'll let y'all know to see if it's actually worth it, or if you just do what Eddie did and get KTuned.
VTech just kicked in, yo!
Alrighty guys, so took it for a test drive. As y'all saw and heard, this thing rides beautifully, but what I'm even more impressed by is the stance. It is just so perfect. Not too much wheel gap, but he's got enough space to where he's not rubbing anymore, and that was the key thing for Eddie. But that's it for us today. We're exhausted, so we're gonna head out of here. Until next time, you already know what to do. Hit that like and subscribe button, and hope you all have a wonderful day.